I'd had a run of traumatic fatalities. If someone had said to me, "You're in burnout," I'd be like, "Pfft." But I was. And I was letting the things that I loved and cared the most about be put in second place.
Work was pushing harder on my home life than I wanted.
My wife and 2 kids would feel like they were on eggshells when Dad was coming home. I was struggling, unbeknownst to me, with depression. I was in severe burnout.
First responders particularly and Defence Force tend to do the best you can plus do a little bit more. I took on way too much. It was a weird thing to accept to come on this course, but I can see now that it was the best thing that could have happened to me at that point in time.
Te Kiwi Ma is a charity that was set up for Defence Force personnel and first responders, both current serving and former serving, who need support with their mental health.
Te Kiwi Ma means a courageous Kiwi, because you have to have courage to sign up and do the job, go through training. You have to have courage to put your hand up and ask for help when required.
So we had a friend come over from the Royal Marines. She came over to do an exchange with the Royal New Zealand Navy. She got to a very bad state with her depression. Her family found her and took her to a facility in the UK called Tedworth House.
I went to have a look at Tedworth House and I met one of the co-founders over there, and I was just taken back by everything that they had and what was available. Basically anything that the veterans required, the options were there for them. So I came home and I started asking questions, and that's when I sat Megan down and went, we need to do something. There's nothing like that here in New Zealand, and we're so behind the times. And from there, Te Kiwi Ma started. The Wellness Week is our main program. We brought in the help of our clinical psychologists who are trained for first responders and defence. We brought in the holistic practitioners. We looked into research from the UK, from America and Canada to really look at what worked and what didn't. But I think the main thing with our program is it's created for our people here in New Zealand.
I was scared. I was unsure of what was going to happen.
When I found out, I was like, oh, why would I get to go? You know, when there's probably a lot of other people that are just as deserved to be here.
I told people before I left what I was doing, and they're like, oh, you're going to a kumbaya tree hugging session. And to be fair, part of it, I probably did think that. And then met everyone else, and I was like instantly at ease.
It was really apparent that collectively we kind of had the same stories, different backgrounds, different agencies, very similar concerns, challenges.
People that come through our doors, they might need a bit more physical health support, they might need a bit more mental health support. And so people pick and choose the areas that they need. We identify and diagnose which areas they need, and we're able to support them in the moment with the skills and tools they need in order to help mitigate against some of the issues they're experiencing, but also in order to help them sustain a really long and fruitful career.
We offer psychoeducation, and in the mornings that is done in a workshop. We're all together learning all about anxiety, depression, your diet, sleep.
I remember scribbling frantically. There was just so many little points where I wanted to investigate further, and which I have done.
This is where we see a lot of the peer support coming through. The lived experience, sharing what they are going through really helps the group realise that they're not alone.
Another aspect that we offer is weaving Te Ao Māori principles throughout our entire program.
The Te Ao Māori space is very new to 99% of them, but they embrace it, and when they realise the part that it can play in their lives, it's been an overall incredible shift and change in attitudes and knowledge. It's an introduction of sometimes spirit that's lost because of the hard job that's necessary to be a first responder.
In the afternoon, we offer one-on-one sessions with the clinical psychologists, with the personal trainer, nutritionist, and also with the rongoa specialists. If you've never had therapy before, you get to try it.
We spend an hour with a yoga instructor who is amazing, and you're not in there twisting your body up into knots. It's all about relaxation and stretching. And to be honest, sometimes towards the end, some people do fall asleep.
Going for swims. I think swim club for us, that was a bonding, and everyone got involved in it. And I think it brought us together as a group. The walking and talking that happened during that, walking down from the centre during the swim, and you just talk through stuff.
In the first couple of days, it's quite cognitive and intellectual, but as the days go on and as people feel safer, they feel more vulnerable and able to share. I think when people truly give themselves permission to look after themselves, that's where the healing takes place.
That ongoing support, I think, with Te Kiwi Ma is the thing that I've probably cherished the most afterwards. Being part of a community that you can always lean back on or you can always touch base with.
You don't unlearn what we learned at that week, and it's really easy to talk to your friends that have been with you. We've got a WhatsApp group that have been going since that course, and we still check in.
I knew it was going to work, I didn't know how well. And the results that we're seeing in our personnel are huge. The flow-on effect is amazing, and some of them have quoted that it hasn't been just life-changing, it's been life-saving.
They come back completely reinvigorated into their roles with more meaning, with more purpose. We see a huge decrease in mental ill health and physical ill health.
It sort of dawned on me that I'm actually here to make me better, about not fixing me because I wasn't broken, but about how to move forward, I think. I'm really enjoying my job again, remembering why I do what I do, and it's so liberating, it's so good.
The Kiwi Ma provides an opportunity to stop, reflect on who you are and share that with people of like minds who actually get it.
It's changed my whole outlook, and I feel a more rounded leader within my organisation, but also a better father and a better husband.
It doesn't matter who you are, it is going to have an impact and it's going to be positive. I have capacity again, I guess, in all aspects of life, which for that I'm just eternally grateful. And I know my family's definitely eternally grateful to Te Kiwi Ma.